your friend or anything, damn. You think that you're the man, I think therefore I am. I'm not your friend or anything, damn. You think that you're the man, I think therefore I am. Stop. What the hell are you talking about? Get my pretty name out of your mouth. We are not the same with or without. Don't talk about me like how you might know how I feel. Top of the world, but your world isn't real. It wasn't ideal.
Fun. I really couldn't care less, and you can give him my best, but just now.
I'm not your friend.
For the last time, because I'm not your friend. We definitely proved the point in this last episode of why we not friends and why we should have never even been friends. But welcome, y'all. This is the last live ever because it's the last season of Tell Me Lies. Hopefully, you guys are in here to have a good time because I am. Because when I tell you, I haven't laughed like that hard in at least this entire month. Like, I chuckled hard. It was a good time. And I'm happy leaving off of Tell Me Lies is a good time because I feel like we spent so much time in a state of just being annoyed. I'm here for it and I'm here to discuss it. Ashley, how you doing? Are you ready to get into Tell Me Lies?
I am doing great. And absolutely, I am ready to get this off of our plate. And I too had a great time watching this. I cackled like a hen, Tyra, and enjoyed myself so much that I even did a solo upload that I uploaded about an hour ago. So go check that out after the live.
I'm not gonna see that because I
But,
will.
but yeah, this was a good time. I'm actually excited to talk about a Tell Me Lies episode. And it's the last
Right?
one.
And I said it. Thank you guys so much for being here. Be sure to hit that like button for us. Be sure to hype the video. If you having a good time, the way you act like you having a good time, hype us up so another person can come by and have a good time too. Hit that like button and show some love in the chat. Overall thoughts, I said it. And at that point, I didn't know if they were trying to spin this into an additional season. But I think the discussion this entire time has been, where are we supposed to go with this? Because you guys can only be in college for so long. People are graduating. You guys keep on just kind of umping the ante and the antics as far as Steven is concerned. The next is murder, death, kills, and jail time. Where are we going with this? We didn't really necessarily have to go anywhere except for closing this out real cute. And I felt like they did such a good job. They did a really good job of bringing us here and pulling it all together. When I tell you I was highly entertained and flabbergasted, and I had so many different levels of emotion. I went from shock to like the audacity, like, oh my God, to just like belly laughs. Like, I was laughing so hard. I'm happy with this. I think for all that this show has been this season, or better yet, all that it hasn't, they wrapped it up in a nice bow and left these characters where they needed to. Ashley?
Absolutely. Listen, the reason this episode worked, and to me was my favorite episode probably of the entire series, is because the antics and the absurdity matched what we've been watching the entire time. Like, this was just the full manifestation of the specialness of this show. And for that reason, I loved it. It was over the top. It was brash. It was all of those things that we needed to get to this point. This was the only culmination, other than a body dropping, the streets need a body, that they could have given us to where it was going to work. I was satisfied with the conclusion. We left that bird on the curb, Tyra, and that's where she needed to stay. Bree surprised me. Bree turned out to be the real MVP. I said it in my short. Wrigley, not so much a surprise. We know Wrigley gonna come through clutch in that 9th hour, but Bree, I didn't know you had it in you, sister. And I'm ready to talk about all of the things. But yes, this was my favorite episode. I had a great time, highly entertained, and they even got me shocked a little bit. I was a little, so that's a win for me.
I just love that in the end, it was actualized. They all hated each other's stinking guts. And I'm fine. I'm really glad that we finally can admit that. No friends here. I'm not your friend. None of that. But before we get into hating guts, we are knee deep in some guts. I think in this flashback, we were waiting, like, how far did we go? But I think in the previous maybe 2 episodes, we realized that we didn't really consummate anything sexually, and we were on the verge of getting somewhere, and we didn't actually get there. So we get here at the wedding reception. Don't go. Wait, well, get out of here. Well, no, don't go. Like, so unfinished and problematic. Because umpteen years later, Wrigley is feeling some type of way that you didn't even give me a chance to talk about anything. I deserved another chance. I was like, wow, it was really that deep for you, Wrigley. It was really that deep. It really feels like Wrigley has been waiting around for Bree this entire time. I mean, all right. All right. But along with those second chances, Bree's trying to play in Wrigley's face like it's not what it is. We didn't even have sex or anything like that. So why are you like, but we had something? You know, it was something. It was something deep. For me here, it was about how I knew we were going to, but we decided to just kind of write off the Wrigley and Peppa situation as pity sex. It was sympathy. It's just I just she was crying and I wanted to make her feel better. You've had little petty sympathy sex too. Don't make me laugh. Don't try to be funny. And that's just what it is. And so whatever you thought that was with him and Peppa, leave it over there on the ground in that episode. But in spite of that, this is our moment and we're going to take it upstairs in a function full of folks, of Evans folks, because Bree don't have no people to be here. The fact that Bree is up here sulking like she didn't know what she signed up for with Evan, like we knew exactly what this was from the beginning. You chose this. Not saying that you had to choose Wrigley, but you chose Evan in particular, and you know why. So don't get up in here all bothered like I didn't know my life was going to be this way. But we get a little coochie, a little piece of coochie here, and we've been getting it all the way up to the actual wedding. Ashley?
Yeah, get a little engagement party. The thing that really pissed me off, though, Tyra, about this moment is the fact that you cut off Wrigley's luscious locks to put him on this wig. Get out of here. It definitely gave the blonde vampire in Twilight, what was his name? The one who was really on the, that's what this wig looked like. And it really bothered the hell out of me.
Which one? Jasper?
No. The bad one. He was a villain. He was after Bella. What was his name? They kill him quick. He gets the scent in the air. James?
Oh, James.
He was like, that's what I remember his scene. But anyway, that's what the hair reminded me of. I was like, why do you have this wig on? Wig by wig. But this was just that thing that's been brewing for years and years and years. And now it's finally that moment. Bree, in her life, I think, wants to perpetually be a victim. I think she was, in fact, a true victim at one point in her life, especially like as a child with all the things she endured. But I think she's kind of wears that now. I think she wears it like as a cape. And I think she likes the idea, oh, yeah, I'm just in this loveless marriage. Poor me. Like, oh God, I know we're gonna be rich, but this was the best I could do because you cheated on me with your girlfriend. Like, be so freaking for real. Instead of being passive aggressive all those years ago, why not have a conversation with your friend Wrigley? Like, he at the end of the day was your friend, was probably the best friend that you had there. Like, hey, Pippa said you guys smashed. I thought we was doing something. We could have had that conversation all the way back then, but this was inevitable. So par for the course. But as far as Wrigley and the essay, I don't give a damn how they want to frame it. I know what I saw. I know how uncomfortable he was, and he can pacify it like this, like they do with all the other essay in the show. But I know what it was, and Pippa took that ding-a-ling, and I still don't like it, Tyra.
I was just saying, I still look good. I still don't like it. But leaving this here, baby, let's get into this fool. The way I can't stand Lucy. Girl. Lucy can't do anything right. Lucy gets it in her mind. Oh my God, Diana, you're not going to go to Yale just because of Steven? Somebody has to do something. I'm going to stop this now. Just when I thought this fool had a little bandwidth to have a real plan in motion, like, yeah, I'm going to infiltrate this banquet and get to the board and let them know that he's not the guy. I thought we were coming in here to drop bombs and tea. You came in here like the random crazed white woman you present as. Oh my God, I need to talk to you over here alone. Hurry up before he sees me. Stefan, get him out of there. He's crazy. He has me. I'm in fear of my life. He killed a girl. Get him out of there. It's just like, how is you cool? You want me to do what now? Say what? I'm not the one who handles these matters. I need you to, child. The way Steven was like, oh hell, she looks insane. She looks insane. A little piece of me wanted Lucy Sabotage attempt to be a real one. It wasn't even in the same room as something as diabolical that we've seen Steven do. I think the entirety of this episode, we were waiting for like the big payback. Did we get the big payback? Absolutely not. But if anybody was going to give it to him, it would have, even if it was the prospect of taking Yale away, because we know that that was important. You know, I got into Yale. Hey, let's go blank blank because I got into Yale. You couldn't even do that because you came in here and did what? Looking like the fool you are. Ashley, did you expect anything in this room from Lucy in her brown dress?
I did not. I expected her to be the same dummy, same poor decision maker as Diana says that she's always been. Because like you just got that tape back. We just got through down. You know what I mean? We just went through it. We just, kind of leveled Steven out. Why would she always picks a dummy mission. Diana, you're gonna let him alter your whole future and your life and all of your plans, Steven? I can't let this rest. I must get justice. So let me carry my ass there and then act scared. Like she reminded me of one of those old Lifetime movie battered women who's running from like shelter to shelter. He can't see me. Really quick. Hold on. Come over here. Can you come over here really quick? I don't have much time. He's right there, but he's so crazy. He's gonna blow you up. There was a car crash freshman year. Oh, no. And immediately he sees her. I'm like, what are
Immediately.
Lucy? Call somebody, call the hotline, call the anonymous admissions line and do it that way and present your proof, damn it. That's what Wrigley did after the fact. Why are you doing this? This was such a stunt and such a clown move. And that's the one fault that I really have with the series finale is the fact we didn't really address this mental health issue, this psychotic break. Because no one in their right mind would have done it this way. You knew Steven was going to see you there. Part of me believes she went in there not only on this dummy mission, in hopes that was going to change something, but that he would see you there. And that y'all would get to have one of these moments where he could cuss you out. Oh, that's my ex. She's crazy. Off her rocker. Pay her no mind. Security, get her out of here. What do you think you're doing, Lucy? What do you think you're doing? And I'm just aggravated because it's just par for the course, girl. Like she didn't want to go to the school tower for real. She didn't want to be a student. She really didn't. I don't know. I question her desire to live at this point because you're doing dangerous things. That's a dangerous man. Why do you always want to find yourself in his orbit? Like you just got the tape back, literally, and you go pull a stunt like this, girl. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. We gonna get to Lucy in her lucid state of mind and them just leaving it. Oh, you're just gonna leave it on the ground. This was just normal. Okay, baby, Steven got you outside like this, peeking around corners, from one fool to another. Girl, at that point of her being the alcoholic mother down at the function, I didn't expect to see her again like this. Like, what? I couldn't even be mad or feel so. Nobody's gonna feel sorry. This is what happens between her, Lucy. This is what happened when we sit around and do nothing. You had every single opportunity, just like Lucy, to run to the proper authorities and channels to report these despicable people. But no, you down running through houses, you sending messages. I know what you're doing and what you're up to. We crying into this white woman's bosom, watching her sleep and sneaking out, like weird behavior. Because once again, just like stupid Lucy, you wanted to be in Oliver's orbit. Weird work. But for mama to come on down, hey, come here. Yeah, come just in here for a second. To bombard her in this way, something you know nothing about. You haven't been awake. Girl, you haven't been an active parent. You just came by the function for the first time in my life. We're here to help you type energy. Girl, and the way that they had the new one in there with them, the new victim. I said, what? Yeah, well, yeah, I don't know where she's getting these things from. Like, you're presented as the crazed stalker student at risk of losing scholarships and anything else that you have going on for you at this school because you're bothering this nice married white tea couple because you're obsessed with Oliver, and you have been. Well, he knows what he's doing. That's why he never responded to my messages, because he's done this so often. It's not me, it's him. It's all of it. Mind you, even with this, your dumbass probably still would have a claim. You still would have, just at the mere thought of this. You are in here at the weight of his wife and him and this other student that he's freaking on. Underage, might I add? And you thought that this was the end all to be all. She just was defeated. You came out of here. How could you do this? Like, you're the most pathetic one of them all. You're his wife and you're not. Everybody here in this show waiting around for somebody else to do something is wild. There is no accountability on any parts. And the way mom, she's such a ditz. I was like, this is very Brie. I'm my mother's daughter. You're really your mother's daughter. She is so dense. I don't know. I want you to be better than me. I'm assuming at this moment you had nothing else to do with anything because you weren't even down to the wedding. This was sad, and Brie wanted to be in her body. This proves that I can't even really go and try to prosecute anything, because if my own mother wouldn't believe me, what's the point? There is a point. The way that every single predator that we met from season 1 up until this moment will ring out, period, with no repercussions. We don't like it, even though we know it happens all the time. Ashley?
Yeah. Nobody pays. Nobody pays for their sins. But here's the thing. This is what happens, and I talk about it a little bit in my video. This is what happens when you don't tell your own story. When you don't give your own narrative, you give other people the power to write it for you. And that's exactly what they did. And honestly, they waited much longer to pull this stunt than I thought they would have. I thought they would have pulled it after you vandalized the car, but they waited a whole other semester after the fact to come at you like this. And honestly, Brie, you were a victim in this. You were a child, but you also sought after this man. But to give them all of this ammunition, and it's because you didn't get help. And I don't want to say, you deserved this, but I do want to say at some point, baby, you have to look out for your own self, because no one else is going to. That lady cradling you in her arms and in the nape of her neck didn't mean that was the end all be all. At the end of the day, she knows who her husband was. When you said it, she was constructing a plan like, oh God, he has this young girl. Let me go ahead and kiss her on the forehead and make sure she's good. And I'll bring her in and we're going to cut this Brie stuff out, because it's getting out of control now, Lucifer. Damn it. They're coming to your office. They're coming to our home. We have to get this. And it was brilliant to bring the mama in that Brie, has been looking for her entire life. Be my mommy. Like, aren't you my mom? This was what Evan was hoping to do last episode and couldn't do. But no, I think you have to tell your own story. If not, you give everybody else power to do it. Like you said, rather than going to the board, rather than going to the dean's office or whoever to report this, you made all these accusations. You vandalized the man's car. You harassed the other girl he's dealing with. You went back to his house. It was like, Brie, baby, this was never going to end up well. I am kind of sad that the mother just blatantly believed this story rather than the child that she gave away. But hopefully that showed Brie exactly who her mother is. And, all family ain't family for real, Tyra.
Yeah, they're both simpletons. She's a chip off the old block.
Yeah, she got it honest. Poor thing. I used to be just like you. Did you imagine it, maybe?
I was like that, just, allowing these men. I just want you to be better than me. All right. 1, 2, 3, release them. Girl!
I had a phone to call you up.
The way this fool is just devastated. Like, I tried to get under Steven's skin. It didn't work. After all else fails, guess I'll go to class today. We ain't seen nobody go to class. And the video has hit the streets. It's everywhere, all over campus. Everybody knows. Everybody has seen it. And of course, we immediately assume, how could you? I know you lied. I knew you made copies. I knew you couldn't be trusted. Just because I came down there and embarrassed myself down there with Yale didn't mean you had to 1, 2, 3 release this video. She's feeling some type of way this entire time up into, a certain moment, but someone clicking. I was like, something ain't right. I don't think that this was Steven. It was not Steven. It was Bree. I said, oh. Girl, I said, Bree, girl, what? This is why I was like, leave this hot mess on the ground. All of that, even getting her to this point to make this video, because I can't choose between you and Bree. I don't want to lose friendships. We just matter to each other so much. Never did. We matter to the point of how pissed I am at you. And right now, I wish we could have went through how Bree found the tape to even release it, or how did she see it, or whatever was happening. But Bree in this episode is feeling like, you know what, I can't find her anywhere. It's a hit or miss, but I do know that she slept with Evan, and it's just been her this entire time, along with him playing in my face. I'm about to 1, 2, 3 release him on that ass, and ain't nobody gonna know. Ashley?
Oh gosh, this was great. Stephen was like, you probably felt guilty because you're a loser and you're terrible and you screw everything else up and you were wanting to punish yourself. I was like, Stephen, shut. No, I didn't do it. I didn't make another copy. If I did, I'd be gloating right now. I'd be dancing on your grave, but I didn't do it. I figured you did it. You realize what a loser you are, and you said, "Let me just end it all." I thought that's what happened. And I love it that we don't find out until 8 years later. And so she really has just believed all this time. And yet and still, believing he ruined your college career, took your studying abroad away, all of your writing opportunities and all of that, you still decided to smash him before you knew the truth. Crazy, a bird brain. Truly, truly, truly. But this was great. This was just the twist that I needed. Because again, we knew that she had the acknowledgement of what happened, but okay. And then it all went back to the callback from episode 1 or 2 where I'm such a terrible person. And because I knew it had to be more than screwing Wrigley. This'll do it. You got her whole future ruined. You snatched it away from her, Bree. And I ain't mad at you. Lucy played in everybody's face. The only thing that could have made it better is if she had somehow been in on ruining Steven's future as well. But we got that from Wrigley. So this was satisfying as hell. I loved it. Go off, Bree. When she was, I didn't mean for it to go this far. The regret was the part that pissed me off.
Oh, faking
like,
it.
You're going to be a villain and you're going to do villainous things. You need to rejoice and be glad in it.
It was disguise. Bree has been in disguise this entire show that Bree was any better than Lucy or not as diabolical or capable. She is very much so that she's just been very low key. And like Steven said, oh, you mother, I underestimated your ass. I didn't even see you. Oh my God, it's been you all this time. I never thought to think that you could be that diabolical. It was like, touche, ho. Touche. I never, girl, look at you
Real
coming out doing something.
Real.
He was like, I just never, you were never on my radar to even think that. Wow. And that's the whole point. Like, I enjoyed this. I was like, yes, come on. You should have been showing this hand. You should have gave this type of energy to Oliver and them, but we gonna leave it on the ground. Ugh. But child. Pippa annoys my soul to no end. We could have been here, Pippa. We could have been here. We got the result. We knew that we were going to get with Wrigley because it was bigger than that. This is our friendship. That's going to trump anything. I know. We just slept together and it didn't mean anything. It was a mistake. I think I like girls. Wrigley's like, oh, so I turned you gay? Like, who is this? Sis? Like, what? Girl, we're okay. Like, it's okay. I understand. I'm sorry. You're sorry. And I still love you. All of this. What I really didn't like in this scene was, first, Pippa is just going to die on that hill with Lucy about her saying things that she's not supposed to say, and it wasn't your business to share. Don't say I said anything, but why are you still friends with Steven? He sent pictures of, these nude pictures of Diana, these pornographic pictures to her dad. Yeah, but, why are you still friends with him? What's going on with any of you? Everyone around us, nobody does anything ever. What have you done?
Nothing. Pippa ain't done anything.
What have you done?
So.
You know how much chaos has happened? That fool already running around making that dang on tape, but just at the aspect of you not saying anything to another, predator. another nuisance on campus. Steven is one thing, but Chris is another. He's doing just as much, if not more. Like, it's sick. And so nobody said anything about that. We couldn't have any courage to say anything about that. But that lack of accountability to just go, well, no one ever does anything. Not even you, Wrigley. You need to do. Girl, leave me alone. Now, of course, Wrigley gonna go get it out the mud. It did it in for him though. He was like, so yeah, I gotta go temperature check first because he was my friend. So yeah, you saw that tape running around on campus about Lucy? He's like, yeah, I saw that. He said, yeah, she deserved to die, and I hope the witch burns in hell. If anybody's life should be ruined, it needs to be Lucy. She's a sick individual. I'm not going to check on that hoe. I'm not going to do anything. She can burn now. I was like, oh my God. He was like, okay, yeah, that's all I needed to know. You are as diabolical as everybody says. Let me go and throw a little hiccup, a little monkey wrench in something that you're trying to do, and we go on and take away Yale. The way that Steven has crossed so many people. Who said that? Who said that? Who sent you? Who called and said, you know, it don't even matter because Yale is now off the table. Did this ruin him in a way that I feel like he's ruined others? No. I mean, it was cute to see him in a panic for something that he wanted so bad, but that's one law school in comparison to the other many that he could go to. I don't know. I wanted more to happen to Steven, and it's unfortunate that it didn't. Ashley?
No, clearly the villains in this story, in this universe, nothing ever happens. But yeah, Pippa just, she's so aggravating to me because she expects the most out of everyone else but herself. Like, why has no one done anything? Why haven't you done anything? You act like you're over here incapable of doing anything on your own. But Wrigley, why you? Something's wrong with you because you're free. You need to do something. Why doesn't anyone ever do anything? But Wrigley has been sick and tired. He's been sick and tired and been sick and tired. He's literally the only one I think who's even got up the courage to really cuss Wrigley out or to cuss Steven out at any point during the show. I mean, Evan did, I think, earlier in the seasons, but this was satisfying. Taking Yale away was very, very satisfying. And it just, to hear him squirm, who did it? Was it Lucy? Was it so? Who did it? Tell me, give me their effing name. I was like, oh, there goes crazy. There he goes. He's coming out. I loved it, but I don't like Pippa's inability to see herself as the predator or as the problem in any of these situations. And while she's been quiet and really kind of just a side character, you have had a lot of opportunity in her storyline to do something different, to evolve, to be better, to try something, to try to help someone. In this, though, even after all she's done, the secrets she's held, the box that she's munched, all right, to see her turn on Lucy, to see her, gotta pose this accusation against Wrigley, it really just pissed me off. And I get it. None of these characters are perfect, but I don't like that self-righteous hypocrisy that I feel like oozes off of Pippa in these situations.
Pippa. And I actually used to like Pippa first season. Like, everybody's potential who had it was just absolutely lost. Because then we turn around and we do something this was so funny. Because Lucy's already like out of it. Like, oh my God. Lucy said, who can I run to? Who can I turn to? I got my girlfriends. She's like, I've done so many bad things. Like, me too. Because I've been cheating on Wrigley. I've been munching on boxes. It's just crunchy munch, if you will. I've just been lying, and it's not fair to him. I feel so bad. Well, don't feel bad. I've done stuff too. Like what? Like, well, you can't say anything. Oh, okay. Like, it's fine. Say it with me, sister. Pour, purge. She's like, okay, well, this one time in band camp when that last semester when Evan cheated, it was with me. She's like, oh my God. What? Are you serious? Oh, she's like, ew. The way she looked at Lucy like she was everything but a child of God. I was like, she said, oh my God. She said, but you had said that, that was different. We're girls. I say, what? Pippa, we're girls. Like, I expect more from you. She's your friend. Like, how could you do that to Brie? Are you going to tell her? No, that would hurt her too bad. Like, this they're just such fake friends. Lucy was like, but I need you. Like, you're my only friend. Just like, girl, get the hell out of here. Okay. Sorry. Oh my gosh.
Sorry.
This is just an absolute mess. So eventually, where we couldn't even have Pippa come out and tell anybody about what happened, we finally come out, and when we tell some or talk to someone other than Diana, it's Bree. And it's very, when she said everybody wants to be a victim, everything's sympathy. Well, yeah, it wasn't really just all about Lucy. The incident actually happened to me, and I just couldn't say anything, and I was just scared to come forward. Oh, I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry, Pippa. Bring it in. And we just stop it there. We don't go any further while we're just going, and we got to find Lucy. This is too much. Even though I'm feeling the way I'm feeling, she suffered enough. I mean, I guess, but the way she told Lucy to get the on, I cackled. I was like, the way they turned on each other here, this is just crazy to just see them years later. We just hunky dory down at Bree's wedding. Who's coming back from this stuff? Ashley?
Nobody, because I'm losing all you hoes' number. If I get expelled, I don't expect to hear from me ever again at this school, any of you hoes. But no, like I said, this is that hypocrisy for me. You have literally been chewing on Diana this entire season while in a relationship with Wrigley, and because, which is all, again, very equal, being that we're all in the same friend group, right? And Wrigley was supposed to be your best friend even before you and him got together, and you're cheating on him with another part of the friend group. Lucy did the same thing, and it was, oh, you whore of Babylon, you're wearing the scarlet letter, get out of here. Oh God, I can't even look at you right. No, I never want to see you again, Lucy. Okay, I'm sorry. This was ridiculous. Pippa was completely out of line. And then to me, it's the immediate recoil of Bree. Like, oh my God, I did too much. Like, oh, I did expelled? Like, oh, yeah, let's not. Yeah, we're gonna go help her. Let's find Lucy and make sure she's like, you hoes don't even have the courage of your convictions, damn it. If you're gonna be a villain, if you're gonna be a hypocrite, be the best ones you can be. Stand on big business. I don't need a 5-minute turnaround, Tyra, where I just kicked you out my door room. Now I'm running you down to make sure you're good. No, ho. If I did it, I meant it. Go stay over there and cry.
They were going to go to the fire department and call somebody to knock down her dorm door. What do you mean you knocked on the door and she didn't come? That doesn't mean she isn't in there. Did she harm herself? Oh my God, we got to get in there. We got to save Lucy because she's just so important. Lucy has not been a friend to anyone.
No.
You don't owe her anything. No. So whatever you did, stand on it. Like if Bree would have been somewhere snickering and reveling in this, I would have cackled even more. But no, she just, oh my God, this isn't what I wanted. This is too much. She's suffering way more than I anticipated. What did you think was going to happen, Bree? Really?
I don't know why. I think it's, again, and it pisses me off because since when don't we lean into villainy? Is it because they're girls? Is it because there are certain girls in college? Because there's no way Bree shouldn't have been. My plan worked. I've been working on this all semester. I knew from the beginning. Like, that would have been so amazing. Because stand on it. We don't like no flimsy, wishy-washy hoe. If you're going to be a villain, be a villain.
Now, Lucy, burnt all the bridges, burnt up, sizzling hot. She's like, there's always Alex. I need a confidant. I need a shoulder to cry on. Maybe you can't even come in my apartment. What do you want? Alex is also in a state of victimhood. This is not where I thought we were going to go with Alex. Alex is giving, all of that other little yang around the house that we were doing, the schmeck stuff, that's one thing. Lying a little bit, that's one thing. But this, all of the maybe sexual traumas that I've experienced in my life via foster homes and not being cared, and where me and Bree came from, you can lie, but you don't lie about something like this. This is it, Lucy. You need to go. She said, okay, I'm sorry. Okay. She's all right, I'm sorry. And she leaves. And then, of course, we have this little talk where, and I was like, can we, this didn't amount to anything. It was like, well, I've already given these people way more than they deserve. I'm like, but you still didn't distance yourself, Bree. We had this pep talk of, well, you got to really understand who's on your side and who's not. I would have thought that this would have maybe triggered something for, maybe I need to have at least a conversation with Wrigley, or maybe it's just like, no, I need to buckle and double down as far as evidence is concerned. But what I really wanted Alex to do when he came to that door is say, you've been unhinged. You've been a hot mess since I met you. And every single time you brought your ass over here for tea and water, I put a little something in your drink. That's what I wanted. I wanted you to make it make sense. Like what? You needed something to take the edge off, and maybe this will explain why she been Fruit Loops all through the dormitory hallways. That was just all, a state of mind brought on by the trauma of Steven and everything that she's had to endure. Alex was just Alex, the schmecks was the schmecks, tell me I'm disgusting, tell me I'm dirty. Yeah, I'm here for all of that. But I'm not diabolical. I'm not a sick, bad person. I would lie, but I would never lie about something like that. I want nothing to do with you, Lucy. Get off my doorstep. Ashley,
Okay, sorry. I'm sorry.
sorry.
Yeah, I think Alex's character was such a waste this season. He could have been so special. And even if he wasn't like, I originally thought, well, maybe he's partnered with Steven, and that could have been really, really dope and really, really cool. But even in this moment, if he had been the instrument that Bree used to get Lucy back, say she had found out a couple episodes earlier, that would have been chef's kiss. Like, you're the instrument I'm using to get back at Lucy. Like, whatever, if it was drugging her, if it was doing any of those things, because what never made sense to me was her losing time, was her unhinged mental status. They just don't address it at all. And I think he would have been the perfect person to use in the revenge plot also, but then also just screwing with her. Just like very, 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 what's the movie, Tyra?
What?
The movie with the girls in college, I'm talking about, Ryan Phillippe, Reese
Cruel Intentions?
Witherspoon. Yeah, Cruel Intentions vibes, like something under the surface that no one knows is brewing. Like, that would have been incredible, because I think he could have served. Like, when he walks in from the door, I was like, oh gosh, what's in here? Are we going to learn some new information? And it was very much like, yeah, just be careful going forward, Bree. Yeah, because I just couldn't see her right now. Yeah, find that one person you can kind of trust, then give them 70 to 80%, and you'll be great from there on out. I was like, really? Like, that's it? That's all we get? Like, nothing? I think his character was so wasted. It's such a disappointment.
I was really hoping that Bree had, cause we were gonna flash back to Bree, like, okay, yeah, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna put the hole in your path, and then just like I've been rubbing my bird hands together since the semester started, because how I've been knew what she did. It was like, no, I knew we couldn't do that from the span of time that she found out, like, oh, it was her, Evan. I was like, well, Alex was just here to give us a few pumps, so we could get that from anywhere. That's all she was giving anyway. I mean,
I would
I
have
don't
loved
know.
that. That would have been so good.
Nice. I don't know. Let's try. I'm sorry. Okay. Say, oh Lord. But child, this was funny too. Lucy's a goddamn mess. It's the way it was like, oh yeah. I'm fine. I say, she's like, you're taking this a bit too well. Lucy, do you understand what I'm saying to you? Yeah. I'm just gonna go home. I need a break. I want to go home. And then next semester, you won't even have to worry about me because I'll be abroad with the writing program. Sweetie, honeycomb, baby pops. That's the part of this institution. You're getting expelled. Anything that you could have used or done here is not accessible to you anymore. Pack your raggedy duffel bag and get off campus. Your mother will be here shortly. Okay, sorry. So Lord, you're just to see her packing her stuff. The girls acting like they really gave a damn. I was like, not y'all gonna show the mama in shadows, like she was just so inconsequential. Like y'all did that mama so wrong for so long, but she just drops her happy ass off. And this would have been like interesting if they did want to do like another season. I would really want to know, like, what did you do afterwards? How did you lift yourself back up? How did you lift yourself up but also remain in a state of mind to years later be okay to, I'm gonna link back up with Steve and we're still gonna have our little thing. Like, you've never healed at all. You've never chosen yourself. I would like to see that, but hey, here we are. Actually, she's expelled.
Yeah, I never want to see that, Tyra. In my mind, it's going to sit right there. I'm so glad this is the series finale. But yeah, this was crazy. I say, and y'all are just not going to address it. Y'all aren't going to address the dissociation. You're not going to address any of it. Like, Lucy lost her mind this season. She was gone. She was out of there. Something more than Steven, in my opinion, had to induce that. Like, anyway, but yeah, the expulsion was crazy. I don't know if I can pack all this stuff up and then she's moving in slow motion. Like, I was like, they're like, do you understand the words that are coming out of our mouths, Lucy? Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything's
Yeah.
fine. All right.
Sorry.
Okay. My mom will be here. My mom will be here. All right. Well, bye. Girl, get off campus and go find something safe to do. I hope she went into a facility, like some
Yeah.
sort of treatment facility after that, and mom got her some help. But didn't she have a strained relationship with her mom? Wasn't that a weird
Yeah.
situation? And then
Yeah.
what happens if you get expelled from a secondary education or institution? I don't know. I don't know what that looks like when you go to apply to other schools. I would think that this stunted something for some period of time in her life because she's not a senior like Diana and Steven. She's like
Mm-mm.
a sophomore, right? So
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. It was interesting. It felt kind of flat for me because she was just so out of it. Like it was just like, all right,
I don't
okay,
know. This is a
bye.
lot. It's like the taming of Lucy, like the descent of Lucy. When in the first season, it felt like, oh, you got this little freshie. This isn't Diana. Maybe we're gonna get to a point of her giving just as good as she's getting, and Lucy might be the one to give you a run for your money, where you were able to just completely control Diana for the most part up until a certain. It was just like no, like we ripped Lucy to shreds. That was the whole show.
That was it. We just
Okay,
wanted to break her down. Let
she's
you a
broken.
cautionary tale. See, see.
She's broken. She's broken. I was like, whoa, okay. Now, child, don't lie to me. Lucy trying to go her way, and Bree standing there acting like she has some type of control here. If you lie to me, we can't come back from. Yes, you can. It doesn't take much to appease you. It's for you to get your little raggedy self aligned somewhere. Don't take much. You're not bright, you know. But if you do lie to me, then this is it, Evan. Was Lucy the girl that you slept with and cheated on me with? Yeah, but I'm so sorry. Well, this is just gonna be that. We're gonna have a clean slate and have our relationship, get married, kiss in front of Wrigley, hurt his little feelings. But yeah, that's it. Because Lucy suffered enough. As mad as I am at her, with you, this is just all you get. I'm gonna let you off the hook. You get me, what you wanted all along. Really, Brie? No repercussions for Evan and everything that he's done. Like it was just like, yeah, just never lie to me again. Whatever. Evan is such a disappointing character. I don't know why. After that birthday episode, I expected more from him.
Yeah.
I expected, just like maybe with the Diana situation, with the means and the access that they have. And these are by no means like stupid people. Even though he don't know what he want to do with his life, and we going to confide in the likes of Oliver. But that's something that I wouldn't even expect. There was this air of, as much as I've been trying to fit into this friends group, I'm literally like a black sheep type situation. I'm constantly being ridiculed, used. They kind of make fun of me. He's just not, held to that same standard. And it's like, I think he's the one who asks, why are we even friends? Are we really even friends? Like, and I think maybe I thought he was going to take the route that they decided to kind of give Wrigley. But he's just, especially as one of the only black characters on the show, it's just disappointing to see where he ended up. Like, with your face in that cake, he's just a fool. Like, stupid. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't have wanted anything from Evan, but I did. Ashley?
Yeah, this didn't surprise me. And mind you, Bree isn't privy to the underhanded things he's done. Some of them, right? The gutter bite. She doesn't know at this point that he's gone and chatted up with Lucifer. She doesn't know at this point that he's the one that got her mama drunk before the biggest night of her life. So, I mean, for that, I can kind of understand. And I guess she feels like they're even now. I did my dirt, you did your dirt. Now we can come back together as long as you don't lie. But his character was disappointing. He was just the I don't know, this archetype of everything wrong with some affluent young black men, and I hated that. I really like, why are you making him the poster child for that? Like, this rich guy who really isn't accepted, so he buys his way, and then he's always looking for the next white woman that he can be with. I think it's a really dangerous and weird stereotype, and they just played into it. His character really, outside of that episode at his family's house where he does the whole thing with the friend group, there is no evolution to his character. There's no complexities. There's no nuance. He's literally a black Chad. That's exactly who he is. And he doesn't move from that. Even his, little nefarious deeds he did, it's because somebody else gave him that, tea to do. Like nothing is his own. Like he was just very inept to me. Like I was left wanting with his character, and he's so adorable. He's a handsome guy. I really feel like they wasted an opportunity with the character. And then at the end to be like, yeah, I effing hated you. I hated you your whole life. I just can finally say it now, because now I don't need you to pay anybody's tuition or do anything. Wrigley, you're supposed to be my best friend, man. It was like, yeah, these are who these people thought you were the entire time, Evan. And now you literally are walking out with cake on your face. Like it was poetic, but it was really sad. Like, damn.
I don't know. Nobody's winning in this Black History. Nobody. Oh my gosh. Oh man. But child, okay. This was so funny. But I tell you why I fell out. The way that we just couldn't accept defeat. He's like, you know what? I'm agitated. He just knew he was finna shut. I'll cut all this stuff off. All I'm gonna do is run that little voice note over there to Bree. She gonna hear it, and know that he been over there with off and ruin his whole wedding. That did not happen, and he just cannot sit with himself. Baby, little Lydia said, "I'm just tired. Like, can we just go home, or do you need more time to flirt with your ex?" What do you mean here? Get the hell out of my face. I never wanted to be with you. I never wanted to marry you. I was just here to try to make you, try to make Lucy look jealous. Go away. She's like, oh, you're such an asshole. Girl, stupid. Everybody's stupid as hell. But he's just sitting there seething. Like, Bree said, psst, psst. Bree, let me talk to you for a little bit. Oh, God. Girl, the way he sat there, it's like, so how long have you been effing Wrigley? How long has that been going on? You don't even know what you're talking about. You don't. Like, oh my gosh. Bree, you made it this many years. You're going to get right here. Like, nobody has a poker face around Steven. He just can read everybody. He's like, yeah, so that's how. What? I always knew. I didn't send the tape. You send it? I'll be damn. Oh my God. He was borderline proud. He was borderline proud. Bree being Bree, not trying to take control of the situation in the best way that I would at the end of my goddamn wedding reception. Oh my God, you just get out of here. Okay, you lost. Just accept that you lost and just leave. It's like, okay, yeah. DJ, drop that beat for me. I said, what the hell? He said, drop that remix. Okay, yeah, you, Evan, buddy, never liked you. I've always hated your stinking guts. He's like, yeah, no, seriously. I've always hated you. I never liked you. It's like, oh my God. It's like, yeah, I'm sure word about town here. Y'all in this wedding singing Lucy's praises that she's staying far away from me. Yeah, after multiple times. Yeah, after this morning. That's done. So much for your little group chatter. Yeah, and so much for your little dynamic as a whole, because she's the one who linked that tape and ruined your whole life. It was not me. You're a Batman. You're a Batman. Just get out of here, Batman. I say, Bree, that's the best It's the best comeback that you have. Child, the way Wrigley was like, whew, about time. I didn't know if I could leave out of here holding that. The way Wrigley was snickering, Wrigley was just so happy. Like, finally, we've released that. 1, 2, 3, release them. Maybe now I can just be with Bree and we can go and get Evan on out the goddamn way. It was just over. This was so funny. And it's the fact that however many years removed, he can still come here and gather y'all like this. Steven didn't lose not a link of sleep. Nothing. He didn't lose in any way. He still found his way, still graduated, still successful, still got all of y'all wrapped around his little ashy fingers for what? Because y'all slow? Slow or not, this was just really, really funny. Evan falling to that cake was the piece of resistance. Nobody even laid a finger on him. But then, that's just what that is. Ashley, how did you feel about these confessions?
Wrigley said, yeah, it's true. He said, yeah, it's all true. And Bree's cheesing on the other side, like, oh, we can finally do this now. This was such a mess and a laugh riot. I cackled. From this point on through the end of the episode, I was just cackling because there's no way you let Steven come up in here and just raise a Where's the security, Evan? You're supposed to have money. Where's the armed security guards? Get his ass out of here. Get out of here, Steven. But now it's like, Steven, it's bad when the villain of your group has just gotten sick of being a villain to you guys. So now he needs to relocate and get a new group. He's like, yeah, now I can finally tell you, because I don't give a damn about coming back and visiting any of you guys ever again since my wedding plan didn't work. If that was it, honestly, if I didn't think my wedding plan would have worked, I wouldn't have even come. To be honest, I just wanted to see the day ruined. But now I get my kicks on Route 66. Lucy, 5 minutes. I'll be outside in my truck. Meet me out there. These people don't know you. She's the one who betrayed you. Come on, bring your ass, Lucy. You ain't got nothing to do. Get out here. Who you gonna call, Lucy? Who you gonna call? Meet me outside. 5 minutes. I'll be out there. Say your goodbyes. Lucy, if you go out there, this is Bree. Lucy, after all he's done to you, but I mean, you did, ruin my life. But that was one time. He's done this over and over and over again. If you go out with him, it's over. Lucy said, let me get my bag. All right.
Okay, it's been nice. So good to see everyone.
Bye. Meanwhile, Pippa and them, all right, we're out of here, guys. It's been real. Yeah, girl. It was too much. It was hilarious. It was hilarity. That is fine.
It was the way that we said here, and it was like, well, yeah, but no, like what I did, we can come back from that, Lucy. He doesn't like you. He doesn't love you. I'm your friend. Like,
if you go,
that's it. It's over. Just like, well, let me just go see what he wants. Let me just go see what he wants, and then I'll come back in.
Can I grab my bags from upstairs? Did you valet? I'm gonna grab my keys and my purse and
This is just wild. This was just wild. Like, to get here, and this fool, it's like she's outside the car. Well, like, I don't know. Like, can you just tell me, like, why would I go anywhere with your name? He's like, God damn it, Lucy, did you need to tell? The fact that he said, you need me to sit and tell you how miserable I've been, how slow my life has been since I've been without you because you were the best thing. Too bad, because I can't, because it wasn't. I don't have that to give you.
I have a pretty good life.
But what I can say is, why would I ruin this? Me and you, we work. I don't have anybody else. All my friends just left them all in there, left it all on the floor. All we have is each other at this point. Just get in the car. Let's go far, far away from this. God, please make me a bird. Just like, well, but I hate you. I'm sorry, but I'm going to get in the car anyway. Girl,
let's go.
The way she was sitting here looking, she was looking just like, what's that heifer over there with Jeremiah and them? Over there in the Summer I Turned Pretty.
Oh, Belly. Oh, yeah.
Belly. Yeah. Girl, she was the Summer I Turned Pretty in this car. She's yes, baby. Because this is really what I came back from. Steven has always been in game. That's why she sat there. She couldn't go 5 minutes. We had to sleep with him. We couldn't, he had to come down to the pool and see us and like this cat and mouse weird stuff. Stupid. Absolutely stupid. The way he let this heifer go in the gas station and sped the off. When I tell you, I fell on the floor. I fell on the floor. Like, the way that this was so funny, and you could tell even the way that Steven shut down, like, he relinquished all the power that he had over this group in that one moment. You were a part of that group. I know you felt like you were more, because all y'all mostly had was smacks. For a better part of that first season, you was borderline a secret, like, because he was cheating over there with Diana. Like, it just was never that. It's always just been sexual and toxic and manipulation with y'all. But you still got your stupid self in this car to be left here. Yeah, I'm going to leave you on the floor just like I left. I have no use for you people. I thrive when I can manipulate, and I can't even do that. You know too much about it. It's just that. I'll leave you a little raggedy purse so maybe you can call somebody and get a little Uber, get a ride, get somebody to come down here and get you. But yeah, I'm done with them, and I'm done with you. This was funny and well-deserved, because why would you even get in the car? Ashley?
It was so poetic, Tyra. It was so poetic and hilarious. But honestly, this is what needed to happen, right? And this wasn't going to end unless Steven ended it. And I loved that about it, because it just kind of plays into the dynamic and who we've known him to be over these years. And my biggest qualm with the series as a whole was the redundancy, like this never-ending Ferris wheel or whatever. It seems like Lucy could never get off. I'm going to keep going back. I'm going to keep going back. I'm going to keep going back. And it was funny because even she has to guffaw when she sees her purse out there, like, like, I'm such a dummy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he had to do this in order for me to cut him off, because she never would have. She was never going to leave Steven alone unless he left her. And I was grateful he left the purse. Knowing him, he would have took everything out one by one on the freeway and threw it back and made her try to find a payphone. So I thought that was a great goodbye. I loved it. I think that's a perfect way to end the series because ultimately she didn't change. Oh, after all of those years, she did not change. And it's sad that the toxic partner had to get sick of you. Like, this was just like, but it was the only way it's going to happen. I was like, yeah, Steven, leave that bird brain on the side of the road. Now, somebody said the only thing that would have made it better is if his car was mangled a couple of miles up the road. If they did a shot.
It was her when she got in the car and they did that little. I was like, y'all never, like, F Macy, F that whole situation that he's also been not held accountable for. She's like, let me put that seatbelt on. Don't want any more, don't want to end up like Macy. Let me put that seatbelt on before you drive off into the sunset. I say, you people are sick.
Sick. But this was a fitting end. This was perfect. This was a perfect ending.
It was. I just like I hate that I find solace in Steven winning. He won.
He did.
He won.
He was the final boss, Tyra. Like, nobody was seeing Steven. For real. Nobody was seeing him.
This was pathetic. Out of all this extra robust ass friends group, Steven won.
Yeah.
Steven put y'all right where you wanted him. And even with Bree, that means you get to go off and live your best life with Wrigley, whatever. But he blew up all of y'all spots because y'all had no intentions. Y'all were going to keep lying. Y'all were going to keep holding up these fake facades. Lucy, we're going to keep being on this string. You acting one way, but you're low-key at my beck and call whenever I'm ready to take you back or have sex with you in some room. Like, it was just sad. And then Pippa just gets Diana. All right, whatever. Because that was so special. Child, that's it, y'all. That was but I hate you. It was the way she said it. But I hate you. I don't want to get in the car. I'm sorry. I'm getting in the car. Now your sorry ass is standing out front of the gas station alone. Y'all, that was Tell Me Lies. Thank you guys so much for going on this ride with us. Ashley, anything you want to say before we get out of here?
Yes, do not forget that we will be discussing America's Next or Reality Check inside America's Next Top Model after this. So make sure you are there for that. I also did an upload for this one. If you haven't watched it, watch it after our live. But this is going to be a lot of interesting fodder to discuss. And then I know we have Cross to talk about later this week, as well as American Love Story, Ryan Murphy's new FX series that we're covering. And Tyra is hosting Blockbuster Movie Night this weekend, and she made a choice for that. So be aware, consider a membership, like, hype, comment, do all the things for us, honey. Do them all.
Yeah. Come back in like literally 5 minutes or so you can get on over there and get into Tyra Banks and all of her shenanigans. Thank you guys so much for watching. Remember to hype the video and show some love to Tell Me Lies because this was a riot. Y'all have a good night.
I'm not your friend or anything. Damn, you think that you're the man. I think therefore I am.